We are at the Australian reveal of the all-new Mitsubishi Triton Raider, and check it out. This is the vehicle, and it's pretty exciting because Mitsubishi hasn't had a tough truck. They haven't had a hero model, a halo model for quite some time. So this is a big deal, and this has been engineered by Premcar, and there's a bunch of different things they're doing to it. I'm going to go through all the details in this video. We're going to look inside it, we're going to look outside it, underneath it. We haven't got to drive it yet. That'll happen down the track. This is going to go on sale around May, late May, and we don't have a price yet. But given the GSR on which it's based is about 65,000 bucks, I reckon this vehicle here could be $70,000. We shall see. Leave a comment below what you reckon the price might be. Let's get into it. So I'll quickly detail the major changes here, and these have been affected by Premcar, which has also worked on vehicles such as the Nissan Navara Warrior, and they also have upgraded the suspension on the standard all-new Navara, which itself, confusingly, is based on the Triton. So yes, there's a lot of I guess you'd call it genetic mingling, if you like. But anyway, so the main changes here are the tyres. Now, what has happened is they've chosen the Bridgestone Dueler AT002 all-terrain tyres, and these are chosen because they gave pretty good acoustics on the road. We've got 285/60 R18, and you've got the ROH wheels, which look really cool. They've sort of got that grey colour which matches with this new section up the front. Ooh, and the Raider bash plate to provide a bit of extra protection underneath. So anyway, these tyres were chosen along with new shocks and springs. So this has Monroe shocks, and this was all tested about 7,000 Ks out in the bush around Arkaroola, and word is they absolutely slammed it. But obviously we'll give it our own testing on our own familiar off-road courses when we can. We would love to do one of these versus a Navara Warrior. And that's the interesting thing here, is that this vehicle is coming out before the new Navara Warrior. So good on Mitsubishi for getting it out there. Okay, back to the changes. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the tyres. Now the tyres actually provide a little bit of extra track. This is wider now by, was it 15 millimeters? Let me check my notes. Yeah, 15 millimeter increased track. So the wheels fill out the wheel arches quite nicely. This is the bash plate at the front. Now the Monroe shockers. Let's see if we can get in here. Where are we? My camera work's not great, but yes, we've got Monroe shockers. They've been specifically tuned, Aussie developed, Aussie supplied, which is cool. Along with the new springs, we have a 25 millimeter increased ride height at the front and about 15 millimeters at the rear. And the idea here is that that extra ground clearance will come in handy off-road. So yeah, that'll let you do a bit more off-roading. And along with those all-terrain tyres, that's probably going to be one of the best off-road upgrades. But Premcar and Mitsubishi are saying that these new dampers and springs also improve its general ride and handling on the road. Again, we'll be the judge of that when we test it. So the suspension features the custom front dampers from Monroe. They're larger diameter, they've got more oil. The internal rebound springs inside the dampers are designed to give it better wheel control and rebound on rough terrain. So the idea there is it reduces bounce and instability. Now, unique front springs and jounce bumpers are in there too. This is supposed to deliver a softer initial hit on bumps with better bottoming out protection for off-road use. It's got a longer stroke. Again, it all sounds pretty good, but yeah, we're super keen to drive it, see how it goes. But look, if the previous Navara Warrior is anything to go by, that suspension from Premcar was really good. It transformed the vehicle. That was a very popular thing. So we've just spoken to the Premcar guys. They said they will build as many as they need to. So if this vehicle sells in high numbers, then they'll just keep building it. Now, what else we got with the suspension? The custom rear dampers have improved carrying stability and comfort on corrugated outback roads. And given the difference between the standard Triton and the new Navara that we've tested with Premcar suspension, the new Navara is a much better tow rig. the bum doesn't squat as much. So we're hoping this will also improve this vehicle. And who knows, maybe when there's a facelift for Triton, they might even include these slightly different dampers as well. This has got accessories from the official Mitsubishi catalogue. So these rock sliders here, pretty cool with a little red Mitsubishi, that's nice. And the sports bar too, looks actually pretty cool. Got a bit of a sailplane look to it. Again, some lettering, it all looks pretty cool. I like what they've done here. Of course, you've got Raider badging at the back as well. And the Sandstorm decals. Have a look at that. They're pretty mild rather than wild, and that's because apparently customers didn't want lurid giant stickers. So there you go. Unfortunately, no changes to the engine, but that rarely happens with these tough trucks anyway, because cracking open the engine and making changes is very, very expensive. All right, let's have a look in the interior, and there are changes in here, and it's pretty cool. You've got these nice leather seats with the Raider lettering and also some orange stitching, and it's a good looking interior. I think, yeah, Navara and Triton have a really nice layout. It's not too complex, but it's all very comfortable. It's a good setup. There's also supposed to be, oh yes, we've got Raider here as well. That's new, but that's about it. You get a little yellow rag in there to keep the screen clean. And of course, the orange stitching carries through to the rear as well. So it's good that they've had a go at tweaking the interior. I think that's a really good thing. And it does add a little bit of individuality there too. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the price is on this vehicle, what it costs them for these lovely ROH wheels, the tyres, the sailplane, the bash plate, and of course, the big mechanical upgrade, the suspension. These are generally pretty popular. When you have a tough truck for sale in Australia, they generally are popular. You know, the Wild Track, the Raptor, the Tremor for the Ford Ranger, you've got the Warrior. What's the Isuzu? That's the Blade, I think. Yeah, I think this will sell quite well, but it is such a tough market here in Australia. There are so many utes now. All the Chinese brands are coming in. They're pushing hard with low prices. Granted, their utes don't have the level of perhaps reliability and brand value that these do, but it's pretty cutthroat at the moment. So I think this is a great thing that we've got the Triton tough truck in Australia now. One thing that does puzzle me though is that what happened to the Rally Art Triton? We all thought this was coming. It was going to be a thing, and maybe it's not. Maybe parent company went, we're not doing Rally Art Triton. So they've gone and done it locally, and I think that's a great thing. I think this is going to be very interesting to drive. Can't wait to drive it, so stay tuned for that. So it's got all the usual stuff inside that you get with high-end Mitsubishi Triton, including digital screens. Yes, these two are analog, but where's my finger gone? There it is. But there is a digital screen in the middle. Look at the infrared beeping. Beep, 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 beep. Turn that off. Annoying driver detection where it's like, oh, you're not looking at the road. Yeah, I know, because I'm briefly glancing at my co-driver to have a gentle conversation about the war in Iran, whatever. Something else. Monotremes. Yeah, we're talking about monotremes, okay? The Triton retains its part-time four-wheel drive system, 2-high 4H, and with the locking center diff in low and high as well. We like that. Traditional handbrake too. Not sure what you do with that. No idea at all. And the good thing about these tough trucks is that you get all the creature comforts, dual mode, climate control, heated seats, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the good stuff. And it's also got adaptive cruise control. Pretty good vehicle. Should be good off-road and a reasonable lifestyle vehicle too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the vid, and let me know what you think. Is this new Triton Raider something that might excite you? And another thing, should Mitsubishi extend the Raider name to like the Outlander or, you know, something like that? Imagine that. Jacked up, off-road, you know, Subaru Forester Wilderness style. Could be interesting.